Alright, so we did it again. We're here. Um, Successfully making another video like after dropping off the kids. Um, and we've done a video like Sunday, Wednesday, Sunday, Wednesday, Sunday, so 5 times now. So that is doing really good. Trying my best to keep on doing this. It's been quite the struggle though the past few days. Um, but I want to start with basically what happened today. Because today started off decently well. Um, After waking up and making sure that I remembered, and the kids remembered that we had gained an hour of sleep, and it fell back. Um, things went pretty well. We ate some breakfast and started off with our day. And we did a Bible study, not like right away, but I let the kids just like wake up and stuff. Um, and I told them like, hey, in a little bit we're gonna be doing it. I just didn't tell them when. So we started with like a Bible study, which was only intended to be like 30 minutes, but it actually ended up being just about an hour. Um, they really seemed to enjoy it, and I had no plan at all for this Bible study. I kind of just went as a free for all. I was going to talk to them about different things, and I gave them one Bible verse, which was Joshua 1:9, and I had them read it out loud, and that brought up a conversation of basically reading Joshua chapters 1 and 2 out loud, um, which I had not know was going to happen or intended on doing. I just planned on talking to them about different Bible verses that would encourage them, and they took it upon themselves to read the whole chapter. So that turned into about an hour, but it was a really good conversation that we had. So I'm really encouraged by that. Um, we also played hide and go seek today. Um, Not as long as we did last night. We did it last night as well. We hadn't done that in a while. Really encouraged by that as well. Um, they've been saying "I love you" to me so much. Um, God really knows just like what I need to hear, and it's so interesting because I could go back a few years, back when I was married, back when the kids would say it to me so much, and I was like, why do the kids say it so much? And now I'm at the point where like every time they say it, it makes me want to cry just about, because I don't hear it as much as I used to, because I don't see them as much. I don't see them every day. It's because it affects me, because I don't feel like I'm not being the dad I want to be, but I'm still being a good dad. And I struggle with that because I get attacked in that area a lot. Um, I have a lot of voice of the accuser attacks in that area where it just talks about that I'm just basically not a good dad. But I am. And I needed to just, you know, be with my kids. I miss them a lot. I tried to give myself a couple hours before I made this video, because earlier, like right when I dropped them off, I was not in the best of shape. Um, I was just distraught. I was so in my feelings. I had so many different emotions going on. But that's what we're here to talk about, right? We're here to talk about that. So I'm gonna talk about some of them, but not all of them, just because don't, it's not about like how people see me. I just don't want people to get the wrong impression of how I feel about people, nor do I want them to get a jaded view of somebody because of something that happened to me. Our interaction is our interaction based off of things that happen. It doesn't mean that that's going to be your interaction with them. Probably won't be, honestly. So there's no reason to tilt your view one way or another. So as much as I am trying to share stuff, and as much as this is a journal, there are certain things that I'm just not going to talk about, that I can't really talk about except for in like private conversation. But I just wasn't doing the greatest. I guess based off of interaction or non-interaction, if you want to go there. I did get to see my niece. I haven't seen her in a while. I know she wants to see me, and I would like to spend some time with her, but I really can't just because of the situation. So, not that I don't want to, I can't. There's too many variables and scenarios where things could just not go right. So we have to stay away from that. Like she has a birthday coming up, but there's really, I can send her a present, but I can't go to the birthday party or anything like that. But it's okay. That's okay. I know, I'm not trying to like think about what I'm going to say. It's just, I thought I would be better than where I was right now, and I felt better before I actually turned on this camera. But I'm just going through some emotions, and I can't talk about all of them. I can't talk about all of them. But even in that, like, God always knows exactly what I need. It may not be everything that I want, but it's exactly what I need. My mind's been running through a lot of different things this week, running through a lot of different scenarios, preparing myself for a lot of different things that may or may not happen, overthinking, overanalyzing things, and I've really asked him just to quiet my mind. And there have been moments where he just really quiets the things around me so I can just focus on him and just hear just his voice. Just hear him comfort me. Just hear the Holy Spirit guide me. Just hear what he wants of me and for me. Like, he wants me to be happy. He doesn't like where I'm at. Like, with my feelings of depression, like, I struggle with it. I know he doesn't like it. I know he wants me to come to him more. And there's just moments where I just like isolate it. Because I just don't want it to infect anyone else. Like, I don't know why I go back there. I don't know why I go back there. But I know I'm doing really well. I know that I'm growing. I know that I'm in the right place. Like, what's going on with me right now is I just want to be in God's presence. And I don't want anything to interfere with that. Like, nothing. I'd rather be in God's presence than anywhere else. And one of the reasons I work so hard is because I just want Him to be so proud of me. But He already is. He doesn't need me to do what I'm doing. He sees me at my best all the time when I feel at my worst. He sees me at the best all the time. I don't have to strive as hard as I am. It's more for me, like my striving is more pushed to make me feel better. And I'm just trying to be that godly representation of like, I work so hard because, that's what a Christian man is supposed to do. I am so kind because that's what a Christian man is supposed to do. It's not that I have like these high expectations on myself. It's what I'm supposed to do. For me, I don't expect to do those things. I am those things. And I don't know if that really makes sense to people, but like, I am that kind. I am that hardworking. I do understand. I am that considerate. I just want you to know that even though I struggle with things, I see the progress that you've made. I know you're on the right track because even when you want that momentary like release from the struggle that you're feeling, the first thing you do is you're like, God, I don't want to do anything that would take me away from you. I don't want to commit a single sin that would take me away from you. So I'd rather endure the struggle than to get a momentary release of anything. And I understand the struggle will bring forth perseverance. And I get weary in the perseverance. I do. It's not like I don't. Sometimes I just sit there and I talk to God about the fact, like, hey, like, how much more perseverance do you want me to have? How much more patience can I take on? Like, people tell me that I'm patient, that I'm persevering, and that I take on things and that they couldn't do that. And sometimes I feel like I'm like, how much stronger do I need to be? But that's not what he's saying to me. That's not what the trial is. The trial has nothing to do with that. But that's where I get lost in it sometimes. I feel like sometimes I get lost in the fact that I'm like, okay, I gotta persevere through this. I have to be patient in this. But the trial isn't testing my patience or my perseverance. It's not testing my obedience. He knows I'll be obedient. I think it's more just testing my trust. Like I had an issue with giving everything to him. It took me a long time, at least to me, to feel like I could trust God with divorce. And some days I still have that problem where I don't, like, I survived the initial wave and I'm still here now. But there are moments where I'm like, I don't know if I can do this. Like, I can't do this. Like, I can't do this, Lord. Like I literally say that to him out loud. Like, I was like, hey, I can't do this today. But in that, the second I say that, I'm like, but you woke me up so I can do this. But there'll be moments in the day where I'm just like, Lord, I can't do this. But it instantly goes back to, you woke me up so I can do this. So I just want to encourage you that you are doing so much better than how you feel. And remember that your feelings are temporary, good or bad, indifferent. God has a purpose for you. He loves you so much. He knows how much you love him. He knows that you don't want to do anything to take yourself away from him. He knows that you want to constantly feel his presence. You want to be by his side. How much you long to be in heaven with him and just show your admiration and love to him. How much you just want to give him the best. Like, I understand I can't give God what I owe him. I understand that. But I just want to give him the best. I don't want to give him trash. I don't want to give him my trashy feelings. That's what I feel like they are sometimes. Like, I feel like it's just trash. I want to give him the best. I want him to have the best, but he sees the best in me all the time. He does. I don't even have to do anything. He sees me at my best all the time when I feel my worst. It's something that's so hard for me to remember because I feel like I'm at my worst so much. I feel like some days I just don't have it. But he wakes me up and he's giving me everything I need when he wakes me up. And that's the encouragement that you are doing the best you can. And I know you're doing the best that you can all the time because that's who you are. So hopefully, in a few days, Wednesday, we'll be here again and we'll have another conversation. I love you.